Go live button now. I had to do it.
Damn, man, you're fancy, bro.
I spent that took a long time to do all that. I'm new to all this. How's everybody doing? And how are we doing, Chino?
Doing good, man.
Doing
good.
Nice. So you feeling a little better?
Oh yeah, finally. 3 weeks later, you know.
Yeah. Oh, holy crud, that's rough. I couldn't imagine going 3 weeks not feeling good.
What's going on, Jen? Patrick?
Yeah. I'm trying to go through them all. So, yeah, I'm new to this, so I'm not used to, even when Brian came on last week, I just kept on thinking he was the host because I wasn't used to it, being the host.
I like it. No, you're this is your show, brother. I'm just the other bald guy without the goatee.
Yeah, I know it's almost coming up to beard season on November. Just shipped my first baby geckos. So nerve-wracking.
Nice, Jen.
Yeah, I want to get some geckos in the worst way because those ones I can actually have in my house.
I know a guy that's got a few.
Yeah, I know. You do. You have. I wish I was. Oh.
We are having technical difficulties.
Yeah, I'm a clumsy one. Yeah, sorry about that. That's why my tripod's broke. I drop it all the time. But yeah, no, I wish I wanted a couple of those crested geckos that you had at the expo.
New Hampshire's around the corner, man. Are you going back to Jersey?
Not
Jersey. Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I'm doing the Pennsylvania show, the New Hampshire show, and the Rexpo.
Which Pennsylvania show? Oaks
the Gettysburg? The Gettysburg?
Yeah, Battlefield.
Yeah.
I'll be there.
You are?
Yeah.
You're right next to Chino. I know Chino, Curtis.
Well, I don't know where they're going to put us because we're not really a permanent spot over there, but.
Oh, you know? I thought that was all.
When I saw you last time, that was our first time doing that show. That was our first Jersey show, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, I got stuck over in the green room there.
In the
golf hard.
Room.
Huh?
In the golfing room.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, I had to work hard to get people into there. I was screaming the top of my lungs trying to get people in there.
Yeah, I was laughing my ass off because when I was doing a lap, I could just hear, "Hey, how's everybody doing?"
Yeah. I get a lot of energy, especially just standing there, you know, and then, I don't know. I just got to get the crowd going, you know. It's nice when you see a bunch of people coming and then you just get them going, you know, happier people. Hopefully they want to spend more money.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I did a woo. I did a loud woo at Saratoga, and everyone kind of looked at me like, "Who's this fucking guy?"
Oh, dude, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes it's like, oh, you get nobody, and it's like, oh, all right. I can say it was the smallest amount of people, but the main show, wow, that group that was awesome. I mean, they just was loud as heck, and then the Rochester down there, the Rexpo, they were another good one for a good crowd.
Yeah, I haven't done Rochester, even though I'm like 3 hours from there.
Oh, geez, that must be nice. I'd be doing that. That's an awesome show.
Yeah. The problem is like, so when I do expos, and since this is business talk, so this is a good part
yeah,
of it. So when I started vending, I didn't have a lot of animals to sell. I started vending with just ball pythons, and I partnered up with my buddy Jeff, J5 Gecko, who sold leopard geckos, and then
yeah,
I had my buddy Sam, who sold bugs. So he was really big into isopods and roaches. Um, so it was three of us splitting a 6 foot table, split it three ways, you know, and it was a lot cheaper. That was just a way to cut your overhead down, right? Because when you're doing it, it's not about the money at the expos, but at the same time, you want to make money. And if you're dropping all that money on that table and you don't get a sale, if it's split three ways, it's a little bit easier on you. So
oh, it definitely is.
we stuck together, me and Jeff, for 5 years now, and we've been vending for 5 years together. And he does his geckos, I do the cressids and the gargs and the leechies and the ball pythons and boas. But he did Rexpo, and the problem about Rexpo was you had these like closet leopard breeders. Um, it's kind of like the guys that buy like a bunch of geckos from PetSmart and Petco, and then they
Yeah,
breed them, and then they sell them on their table for 15-20 bucks because they don't have anything invested in it. They're buying $20 geckos and they're producing $20 geckos, and there's no
yeah.
lineage, there's no nothing. Um, and in the leopard world, since there's so many toxic combinations, like these guys go back like to great grandparents. Like they go back that many generations on lineage. I mean, he has
I
a
didn't
fucking
know that.
Bible. Yeah, because there's just there, when you deal, for example, Tremper, right? The Tremper gene, if you breed it to certain ones, it's it's gonna be like wobble times 10. Like they'll
Oh,
get
yeah.
sudden death. There's other morphs that, when you breed them that combination, everything can look good, and then all of a sudden a year later, flip right over. Um, so Jeff avoids all that stuff, and he does. He's very on top of his lineage, and he goes back
That's
three
important.
generations of breeding.
Yeah.
So he did Rexpo, and he didn't like it because it was like he said that every table around him had $20 leopards, and he's selling leopards that aren't as pretty as those, but have all the lineage
Yeah.
for 60 bucks. So it didn't really, it's
I
someone
didn't even
walking
know.
in.
Yeah, I didn't notice that. I know I had tons of people. I had tons of people there too. I mean,
It was crazy. I mean, that was the
yeah,
first New York show, since
huh,
since COVID. So
yeah,
I mean, the pictures
no,
look great.
no, I didn't know leopard geckos had problems.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, I didn't know
I,
that. I don't know.
it's it's
I've had my first actually reptile was a leopard gecko, but that was like when I was like 15, 16. Many, many years ago.
yeah. I never liked leopard geckos. I had a friend. He brought me to his girlfriend's house, and we're over there hanging out. And she's like, "Oh, look at my leopard gecko. You want to hold it?" And I hold the thing, and the little fucker bit me on my finger, and I flinged my hand,
Oh,
and that
I've
and the
never.
leopard gecko must have went flying like 5-10 feet.
Oh
She was
no.
screaming and crying. She was all pissed off, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm not a. It's not my cup of tea."
Yeah, but no, I will say, as a business, I have noticed that. That's why I want to get into a couple other animals. So I'm not just having ball pythons on the table. Um,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
that's you get more variety of people because I've noticed with this some people that want snakes or they want, a gecko or that and I wanted the geckos just so I can have them in my house. The snakes don't
Yeah.
like my
Yeah. I mean,
temperatures.
especially if you go with New Caledonian species, you know, um,
I like the
the New Cal
leeches.
Dark Knight Arcadia. It's called the Dark Knight. I don't know the exact morph, but that's the one that's a jet black leopard.
Oh, I
And they're
didn't.
pretty cool. With
See, I
lineage,
don't
it'll
know
cost.
much. That's cool. All jet was it all black, like the
It's
super
all
black
black.
pastel?
Yeah, but there's like all different variations, you know. You'll see ones that are like super jet black, and you'll see ones that are kind of like gray, kind of like the 8 ball pythons, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Definitely cool, definitely marketable. You know, I mean, that's probably one of the more expensive geckos. The Dark Knights, you know, a couple years ago, were selling for 2 grand for a leopard.
Ooh, holy crap!
Yeah.
I didn't know they
Um,
even reached that high.
uh, you know, it's one of those things, and then they bring in, you know, you get these other morphs and you mix it in. I mean, right now, crescent gecko's got Xanthic. And then the pieds, and I think the pied crescent gecko, I don't know if
They
there's
get a
that
pie
been that
crescent
many
gecko?
sold. Yeah, there's a pied.
No
What
way.
is it? Tiki Geckos has it, I think.
Yep,
And I think
those two
they
gentlemen.
bought it from Germany. I don't remember where they bought it, but I believe they bought it for 25 grand for one crescent gecko.
Yeah, but it's worth it. They'll make their money back. Not a problem with that.
Oh yeah, I mean they're going to be ahead of
Yeah.
the game. I mean it's kind of
See, that's a
it's just like any other morph, you know.
that's another thing, for business stock is investing. This is for a fact that you're gonna look at everything that you buy because when you invest in something expensive, you got to figure out what it's gonna make you, how it's gonna make you the money back. You can't you know sit on that or you know
Yeah, I mean, that's the gamble, right? That's really the gamble of it, is to get into a morph and hope that it succeeds, and hope that it gets momentum, you
yeah.
know, and that you didn't just spend $10,000 for a snake that's going to be, you know, $600 in a month or a year, you know,
Yeah,
and that happens too.
yeah, always a gamble when you try to invest in stuff. Like
Yeah.
I know I spent quite a bit of money on the web gene, hoping that that's gonna do. So far, what I've seen is it's got a lot of potential to it.
Oh hell
Yeah,
yeah. I mean, I just saw the web pied,
yeah,
and
yeah. No limit reptiles. I think it
yeah,
was.
yeah, Jerome
Yep.
right here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, right there. There you go. Oh yeah, might as well.
Great,
Black mountain
great,
pythons.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, pike. So yeah, you know, I mean, with the investments like with that, so to be honest with you, I never, I was breeding for years before I really made a big investment. I didn't make my investment until 2019, 2020, where I invested in my two most expensive snakes, and currently most expensive snakes that I purchased. Um, one was one's a female pastel spot nose clown head hypo,
Ooh,
and the
heck
other
yeah.
one is a female maker banana desert ghost hepide male.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
Those are nice ones.
they're nice. I mean, and it's not even like that's like a fraction, you know, of what investments. You know, I just broke into the thousands with those, where some people will spend 3 grand on a snake, and that's when you're like,
Yeah.
fingers crossed, the thing stays healthy, it eats, you know,
Oh yeah.
it breeds. But
Yeah. The
you know,
thing
it
is,
took me a while to get there.
I will say it's a nerve wracking when you spend that much on one snake.
Oh yeah.
Like when
Even
you
when they
bought those,
hatch,
huh?
you know, they come, you cut them, and you're like, oh fuck, I hit that snake. You know,
Oh, yeah.
I bought my first double het clown hypo in 2016.
Yep.
Um, and 5 years later, I finally hit one.
Yeah.
Finally, I hit two
I,
actually.
I
I hit
hate
two
hearing
super
those
fast.
stories when people say, "Oh, I finally hit one." It's like, oh, you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was go. It's amazing. It's a great feeling. And then it's also nice because, you know, next year I'll have probably about 20, 25, 20 females in that project producing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
So
I'm just getting into it. That's like, I noticed that right off in the beginning that the recessives are definitely where it's at. And if you're just getting into this hobby, you got to start making. In my eyes, I figured I had to make my hets as soon as I can because
oh
they're
yeah.
either expensive or you need an army to make some of them.
Yeah. I mean, it's so like with the way I do it is I collect my het females. I mean, obviously visual females are a way to go, but I mean, if you can't do it, you can't do it, you know. I can't. We're a single income house. My wife doesn't work. You know, it's just not in the deck of cards. The visuals will come. I'll produce the visuals.
Yep.
I've been producing visuals. You hold them back. Um, but I always buy hets, and then the following year I'll buy my visual mail. You get your visual mail, and then that's
Yep.
when you really go for hitting the odds because now you're hitting 50% towards versus 25%.
Yep.
Odds are bullshit.
And now
Odds,
you can be picky with your babies.
oh yeah,
Just now they're
and then
100%.
you get that visual mail, and then now you can make your own hets. So you can go on
How we
Morph
doing?
Market. What's going on, Headhunter? You can go on Morph Market, and if you're working with Clown, and you can say, okay, well, I want something that nobody's fucking with. So you go on, you look at Clown, you start going through, scanning through, and you say, oh wow, there's no one's making hets of this. I wonder what this will do. And then you slam that mail to one of those females, and then you make your hets, and then you hope that you produce something that will hit the market before everybody else does, or you hope that you strike gold and maybe Ozzy does a video on it, or Justin does a video, or Miguel.
Yeah, I was gonna say, the thing is, what people don't realize, just because it hasn't, it's already been made, doesn't mean that they're still available. I
Oh
think
yeah,
Billy said it just the other day on his, just because, oh, the Pompeii's already been made or something, but doesn't mean that they're available, and that's where you can still make them. Like people give up just because it's already been made. It's like just keep on going. You
yeah.
know.
Sorry, I'm messaging my waiter
Uh,
because I'm upstairs now. So you know
you're
I'm far from
upstairs.
the refrigerator. Yeah, the take
Uh,
room's in the attic. It was just the more efficient spot, considering that the Tegu's brewmate. And
now, is yours going into brumation now or starting to?
no, because I've been breeding them.
Oh, yeah.
I've been
My
breeding them.
girl's only
So
a year old, so I don't. She's still got to grow another year or so.
I lucked out. I got a pair from a friend that we worked out a deal. What happened was they had baby number 3. So baby number 3 was moving in. Mama bear was about to have the baby, and she
Yep.
said, "Oh, this 6-foot cage in our living room, you know, needs to get the fuck out because that's where the playpen's gonna go for the baby." Um, so they were supposed to get a house, and it fell through and all that. So
Yeah.
it wasn't in the deck of cards. So he bought 2 blue ice het albino tegus from Jesse's Jungle,
Yep.
and his goal was to hit that albino blue ice male. So
Is that what
he
that
gave
male was? Is nice.
that's a blue ice. Yep. The female's a blue ice as well, but she's just not high white. She's low white, and she's also in shed, so she's not as awesome looking as he is.
Yep.
But the deal we worked out is he wants a male albino blue ice. So all I got to do is produce a male, and then my hands are clean, and they're officially 100% mine. But after all the investment with husbandry, building their enclosures, lighting, heating,
Yeah, those
just
bulbs are
everything adds up.
expensive.
I mean, just the glass was $200 in glass.
Yeah, see, I got lucky with mine. I built a 7 foot by 4 foot, and I had a whole bunch of plexiglass left over from another project I had. So I just put plexiglass on the bottom half and screen on the top half.
See, I wanted to do plexiglass, but I don't want to have to come back in and do it again because they'll scratch it.
Yeah, I
So
don't know. I mean, she messes with it a little bit, but nothing. I don't know. She's got her own little pond. I took a rat, one of those cement tubs,
Yeah.
and I put that right in there. I cut a hole in the floor, plop
And
that
then
in there.
set it in.
So now I fill that up with water so she has a bath in there. I'll catch her going
Yes.
in there when it gets shedding. It's amazing though, because she'll go into shedding and she'll just go down into it and then come back out. And then like 2 minutes later, she'll walk back around, go under it, and then come back out of it.
Yeah, it's funny what they do. They do laps, right? They don't stay in the water. They just dip in for
Nope.
a quick swim and they're out just as fast as they get in.
Exactly. They don't soak. But perfect sheds every time though.
Yeah, mine. So the enclosures I did was 3 foot by 5 foot by 2 feet. So that's like considered like the bare minimum for one.
Yeah.
Actually 30 inches is so the 3 feet was better. But they're in a room. They're in a 10 by 10 room. This is a 10 by 9 foot room,
Yeah.
and I literally open up their door, and one of them's out half the day, and then I put that one away, and then I open up the other door, and the other one's out for the whole day, and I have a cement mixing tub filled with water for them to take dips in.
Yep.
Um,
See, I wish I
and they
could
don't.
do that, but mine are in my snake room. And
Yeah,
yeah.
the big thing is really about with the tegus is you got to stimulate them, and you got to stimulate their brain, and you got to expose them a lot so that they'll stay friendly.
Yeah. That's
Um,
why like I agree with that 100%. Because that's why like I take mine out like I have mine stick trained. I have a white stick for feeding. And you can reach your hand in there and do everything you want. You put your hand down like that, she'll crawl right up and get right up on your shoulder and everything. And we try to
my
hold it because,
my girl is
huh?
crazy.
Huh?
My female,
Yeah.
she's nuts.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, not nuts, but you can tell that she hasn't been handled like the male. Like Goku's the man. He does laps. He hangs out. He climbs up on your lap.
For sure.
Where Chi Chi didn't want to come out at all. She was very flighty. So if she came out and you moved, like even if
Yeah.
I just moved my shoulder, she'll just like all of a sudden run full speed into the fucking wall. She was just,
Oh, geez.
and I mean, it's scary because she's 4.5 feet long. She's an adult. Um, that's the last thing you want. You don't want an aggressive, large animal.
No, that's why, like, I'm constantly every time I see her out, I'll go out there and pat her. And it's awesome because she's just like a cat. You rub on the back and she'll arch her back right up and she'll rub
Yeah,
her head right up against you and stuff. And,
and they
you
they
know,
like it like right behind their eyes on the back of their
yep.
head. Mine love that, but I've had them now for 6 weeks. And now
Oh,
she's golden now. I still don't trust her because you can't, you got to be cautious with these animals. They bite you. They're known
that,
for ripping toes off. They're known for ripping fingers off.
yep.
Um, if you get bit, the odds are you're going to the hospital and getting stitched or glued up.
Yep.
Um, so with
I've
her,
seen them
like,
crush rat skulls. It's amazing. You know,
yes, it's when they eat, you're like, holy cow.
that's why I have the stick. You pull that stick out, that's a whole different thing. She'll come smashing up against that glass. She literally jumped out. I didn't have the doors shut or latched, and I had the stick, and I went to go reach down into the bucket, the 5-gallon bucket I had some rats in. She jumped out of the enclosure right into the bucket and started mowing on the rats. I'm like, whoa, put her back in the thing. It's like, holy crap.
See, I don't. They like the rats, but I pretty much make a lot of their food. I bought a meat grinder
Yep.
and I bought a 50-pound bag of Missouri Gator food.
Yep.
So I actually grind up. I'll do like turkey and chicken livers or chicken and turkey livers, and
Yep.
we breed rabbits for meat, so I save the rib cages, the belly straps on the rabbit. It's just too much to deal with cooking. So
All right.
Tegus get that, and they get the hearts and the livers, and I run it through the grinder, and I make meatballs, and I freeze them. So when
Yep.
I feed them, they each eat three nice sized meatballs, and the day before I pop three into the fridge for each one.
Yeah.
and then they get their meatballs, and then you can also supplement. I put big thing is eggs.
Now, do
So with
you
10
hard
pounds,
boil your eggs?
no, because I just grind it all up. They say soft boil.
Oh,
So instead of giving it like a 13-minute boil, you give them like a 5-minute boil so that the yolk kind of is still liquidy, but the whites are a little bit thicker.
what's the point? Now, why can't they can't have this the raw?
I mean, I don't know. I guess they just prefer that.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm
I've
not
just like I've noticed that with all the tegus, everyone's hard boiling the eggs, and I haven't figured that out because it's they're not going to do that in the wild when they find
Yeah,
bird eggs.
I mean, they're eating, but they're also scavenging and they're eating
Yeah,
smaller eggs.
that's true.
I know when you give them quail eggs, you just give them the whole egg and they
Yeah, I
slam
give
it.
them sheets the slug. Well, I haven't had knock on wood. I haven't had many slugs this year, so
Yeah, you know what? We haven't gotten a slug since we got the tegus, but we do get a lot of gecko slugs,
oh yeah.
and but the bearded dragon gets those. The bearded
Oh,
dragon loves the gecko
so
slug.
you got quite a variety of animals then.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. We have a big list. You
So
want to hear
that's
the long list?
sure,
You,
because
you ready for it? All right, we'll start with the creepy stuff. So we have. I don't breed tarantulas, but I do keep them. So we have 4 different tarantulas. We have scorpions, but then I breed 7 different species of roaches, 25 different species of isopods. We breed rabbits, mice, African soft furs, Norwegian rats. Um, then we breed red-tailed boas, blood pythons, ball pythons, 3 different types of mourning geckos, tokay geckos, lychees, gargoyles, crested geckos, and I think that's it. And now tegus.
Jeez. So you got a list. You must have a lot of planning every day. You know.
I mean, I just stay busy. It's we don't. I got ADHD, man. It's just controlled chaos. I see snake shit, I clean it.
Yeah.
As a chef, I was a chef for a lot of years, and you clean as you go.
Yep.
And I check my animals every day. So I also have I got a great support team. My wife is a big part of it. And then now
So,
my son, he's gonna be 13 next month, and he is like he's the man.
oh, yeah. It's awesome
He
seeing them at the expo. You know.
Yeah, dude, and now forget it. I mean, he had his best expo. So he has animals that we did collaborations, I guess I would say. Even though, I bought him his snakes, and those are my females that we're breeding his males to. But
I know
so
how it
he has
is.
his 2 clutches, and he gets 50% of the money from his offspring. And
Right.
then anything he sells on the table, not including those, but everything else, he gets 15%. So, his last expo, I think he sold 10 or 11 animals. So for
Wow.
a 12-year-old, he had a $285 day.
Yeah, gotta love that.
Yeah. And he's motivated. The geckos, I would say he does about 80% of the work with the geckos. Um,
Wow, it's hard to see that. I'm glad that you're getting him into it. Or he's got into it because it's hard seeing the younger group getting into working it. You know, and
oh yeah,
seeing
and if he could work for me, he could work for anyone. You
yeah, working
know.
for your parents is the hardest.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a good boss for other people, but I'm a little bit tougher on my own.
See, I'm a hard boss anyway. You gotta stick up with my pace, and not many
Yeah.
people can keep up with my pace.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, that goes with being like practice what you preach,
Oh yeah,
like I mean, I've been the chief engineer for multiple hotels, and if I see the shop looks like shit, then I start cleaning. So when they see me cleaning, they get off their fucking asses and clean with me,
yeah,
because if I'm cleaning, then what the hell are they doing? And when you get down and dirty with your employees, they seem they're a lot better. They respect you a lot more.
Yeah, it was just like my buddy owns a grocery store, and somebody called up and wanted 2 tons of pellets. And obviously, I got volunteered. He just traded his 3/4 ton or his 1 ton truck in for a half ton, so he couldn't haul them. And he actually went down and hand delivered them. Him and I. You don't
Yeah.
see that too often with owners there.
Oh yeah. Well, we're in the business where you got to do it all yourself, right? Like the breeding rodents. Um, I average about 800 pounds of rodent food a month. So
Um, yeah, you're more than I am. I'm 20 by yeah, I'm about 800 pounds.
yeah, that's
I'm
right. 4 bags a week is the amount of food that we go through.
yeah, yeah. So
So
yeah, I didn't realize how that's a lot. I didn't
it
realize that
adds
was
up. You don't realize. See, I didn't realize because I was just buying.
yeah,
Like I was getting my stuff from Mythical Exotics, out in Connecticut. If I
yep,
needed if I needed rodent food, I was renting a truck and picking up, 3,000 pounds of rodent food, and that would last me 3 months. But I never really paid attention.
yeah.
Um,
I never calculated by poundage until just now. I just know
yeah,
I go through about 20 bags a month.
yes, it's fucking nuts. I get 5 weeks out of 20 bags. Um,
No, yeah. Oh, my bag's only 40 pounds. So
oh, okay.
that screws me. I'm about to switch back over. I got
You gotta see if Calmback is the company. KALMBACH. Great food, 18%. Um,
how much is
awesome
that
rodent
bag?
food. If you go to their website, you can actually punch in your zip code and they'll tell you if there's any distributors near you. And
All right.
then they're also a badass company because a lot of these companies like Missouri or, Kent, they do the more that the store buys, the bigger discount.
Yeah, see, I
Where
buy a pallet at a time or 2 pallets at a time.
Well, Calmback does a thing. They don't do that. They do so. Whoever's the distributor, the feed store, they have to buy a minimum of $5,000, 5,000 pounds per delivery, 2.5 tons.
Oh, good, yeah.
So they sell if that place sells Calmback, they're going to sell other products. So like this place can order me 25 bags a month.
Yeah,
That I just found. That's instead of 3 hours driving to Connecticut, now I can drive 30 minutes up the road
yeah,
and get it. And I mean, just like Pipeline said, I mean, if Calmback this food, um, if if it's not neck and neck with Missouri, 6F, I would say that it's even better. Um, as a rodent breeder, once those females hit their sixth litter, seventh litter,
yeah.
um, that's when the cancer starts kicking in, kind of like humans. When you get older, that's when shit starts
I,
going south.
I can say I've
And
only had one have cancer so far. They had a tumor on his side.
yeah, but how long do you cull them?
I, and I still have some in there that are probably over 2 years old.
Really?
Oh yeah.
So
Well, they're still laying great clutches. Litters. That's but I can say I used to do the Prina dog chow and rabbit food, but I didn't like it because the Prina dog chow fell through. But
yeah,
my rats are I can say they're way better, way healthier than they are right now. Someone talked me into switching over to that doggy bag there. And
doggy bag's
honestly,
good.
huh?
I don't mind the doggy bag. I didn't have any issues with it other than the fact that it used to be 12.99 a bag.
Yeah,
So like
now it's 16. Yeah,
16.99.
it's actually cheaper. Did it by poundage. Purina dog chow is cheaper
Oh yeah. But you
because
gotta be
I
careful because of the percentages. Like the rodents are, it's linked to their cancer. The higher the protein, the more cancer you're going to get. But when you breed species like mice or ASFs, they actually prefer higher protein diets. So like Pikeline says he uses the 21. The 21, that's what I would be feeding if I were using that. I would use that for ASFs. But the 21 is your protein percentage, and typically with foods, you pay $1 per pound per percentage of protein. So like with Calmback, the 18 is $3 cheaper a bag than the 21.
Yeah, I didn't know it went by that.
I didn't know either until I met this new company where I get the feed. But
Yeah,
it's
it's
a good
definitely
product, man.
it's the best when your kids are getting involved. It definitely makes it so much better.
It's a double-edged sword too,
It,
because I'm a little bit strict with my kids, so there's
I'm
times
always
where I can be a little hard.
I'm a parent, not a friend. I'll be a friend later. That's how I've
Yeah,
always. I do everything with it. Like Emily today, she was in the excavator running it. Yeah, I can say she's probably one of the only 6-year-olds I know that can actually handle a 40,000-pound excavator.
that's awesome.
Yeah, yeah, it's fun when they, but she's been doing everything. I try to involve her. If as long as she can't get hurt, then I let her do
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, but
Yeah, I mean,
so I got a question. If you're just about to start into this business, and about to invest in some snakes, how would you go about it?
when people ask me for advice on it, I always say, well, where are you going to be in 3 years, right? Where are you going to be in 3 years? Because a lot of people make the mistake where they just buy. Um, and you really want to think about, the biggest thing would be what's your maximum inventory, right? How many snakes are you going to have? How many snakes do you want to be at? And that's not even starting. I mean, you got to figure holdbacks, grow outs, bringing in new genes. I mean, there's a lot of different variables where a lot of people make the mistake where they buy the rack and then they buy the snake and then they grow their collection versus that. Other than kind of looking, it's like chess. You want to look ahead.
That's
Um,
exactly how I say it. It's just like chess.
yeah, because you don't want to what is it called again? You don't want to grow it in 1,000 different directions, right? Because you're just gonna have a big mess. You're not making soup. You're making a business.
Yeah, I
Um,
agree with that because I can say that was one of my mistakes I did. I just
it's
went out and bought
everybody's.
I bought every adult female I could find. I didn't care
That's
what it was.
everybody's
I
thing.
mean, adult female, yep,
Craigslist
I'll take it.
snakes, fucking Facebook snakes, and not going to
Craigslist.
reputable breeders. Oh,
Oh,
I can get this
Craigslist.
pastel for $50 off this person and not pay 300 from a reputable breeder. And then you get that pastel and it's a shitty fucking eater. And
What's up,
every clutch
Brian?
gives you slugs out.
Yeah.
Brian with a Y. Um, so then you got that aspect. And then, like what I feel like the best advice I got, my friend Ryan owns a energy drink company called Grip. Um, and I kind of broke his balls because he didn't expand the company into New York, and we're in New York. And I was like, why would you not do that? And he said, well, it's more marketable with NASCAR, and they have it at all the NASCAR tracks down south and in Texas and all places like that. And I said, but New York, I feel like it would do good. And he said to me, you don't want a mushroom. And I didn't understand what he meant by mushroom. So he explained it. So when a mushroom grows, right, it grows nice and smooth, starts growing out. But you'll see in a patch of mushrooms, there'll always be a couple mushrooms that the head grows too fast. And what happens? It tips over and dies. Um, so that was like a big part of business. The way he looked at it, is you don't want to grow your business too fast because if it grows too fast, you won't be able to handle it. and that's when shit starts getting out of control, and you know you end up quitting. I mean, how many people out there? How many people out there start and you can see them just buying so much shit, and you're like, oh my god, this person got this and that person got that, and then they get breeding season and all of a sudden they get two clutches to slug out and they fucking quit.
Yeah. I can say last year was a hard one for me. That was
Yeah.
because last year was my first year and I had 26 clutches, but I had a lot of deformities, and it was a hard one.
Rough.
Yeah,
Oh
it
yeah.
was like that was the hardest part, and I thought about it at first, but then it was just like, all right, you just got to bite through it. There's going to be bad times on everything, you know.
Yeah. Pike line, that's awesome that you see him over there in the gas stations. That energy drink, the way it started was we used to do a thing called Redneck Weekend, and we go quad riding. These are all city boys. We go quad riding on 100 acres of property and just get hammered, and it'd be like 20 quads,
Yeah.
kids, everyone on quads and guns. We called it Redneck Weekend. Everybody dressed like fucking hillbillies. Great. And we were hammered, and it's like 3 o'clock in the morning, and we're sitting around a campfire, and one person goes, "You know, it'd be cool if there was an energy drink called Grenade, and it was in a grenade bottle."
Oh, sure.
And they
See, I
said,
don't think we have those.
and he was like, "Oh," and everybody was older. I was like the youngest person out of the whole crew, and they were like, "Yeah, and we'll do like root beer, cream soda, orange soda, like different energy drinks to bring in people that are like in their late 30s, early 40s, you know." And my buddy Ryan, his wife is the creator of is the person that brought um Grey Goose vodka to bottles.
I don't
So
know.
you know the vodka Grey Goose.
Oh, yes, 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 yes. All right.
His wife made Grey Goose. Grey
Oh,
Goose
really?
was a distillery in France that she flew out to, made the
Oh,
investment, and made it into Grey Goose.
oh, no shit.
So
That's cool.
so he married into you know the opportunity. You know that they had the money to do it, so they did it. And but it actually switched because they got sued by a company with a patent on a drink called the Grenade at the Grenade Bar in New Orleans.
What?
So yeah, but they won the case because they ended up having to pay for grip for Grenade to change the grip and pay for all their marketing.
Oh, no
So
shit.
same bottle, same patent, same everything. Just now instead of Grenade, it's called Grip.
Huh. I'm
But
gonna have to get my buddy to look at it because he owns that store there.
yeah, I don't know. It's I don't know if it's gonna be all the way out there. They kind of like they kind of go by like sporting events. Like I said, NASCAR
Yeah.
does really good. They did it in New York City for a little bit, and I was actually distributing it in New York City, and then I was dealing with like these New York City people, like, oh my god, is it gonna explode? Like fucking small fucking sheep, but whatever. They didn't want to drink out of a bottle that was the significance of an exploding device. So it didn't do
I
good in New
think
York.
it's a good concept. You got to
Oh,
be
it was
different.
great.
That's the
It's
best.
really cool.
I can say that is one thing on marketing is you got to stand out. There's
Yeah.
so many. Like I actually was gonna change my banner. Instead of having that 3D one that looks like I'm in my snake room, I was actually going to change that. But then I saw an overview of Rexpo. They took a picture of way up, and
Yeah.
my banner stood out like a sore thumb. So it's like, yep, got to keep it. You know?
Yeah, that's a big thing. I mean, so this banner behind me is my original banner, which is just a narrow banner, you know.
Yeah.
Um, and then we replaced it with the 7x7, and then I bought two of them so that if I have two tables, we have two banners, and then if I have one table, I put them back to back. So Saratoga, we only had one table, and with them back to back, pictures everywhere had my big green fucking banner showing
Yep.
up. The newspaper took all these pictures, and they took like 20 pictures and put it on the website. and I want to say 4 of them had my banner in it.
Yeah,
So,
that's
you
key
know,
right there.
little things like that go a long way. Networking is, I think, the key thing, and I mean, expos is a big part of everything too, man. I kind of think, doing expos for everything because I have lifetime friends that I met selling a snake to in 2016. Like I have customers that have been buying snakes off me for 5 years. Um, what's
Yeah,
better marketing than that? Than a customer coming back to you?
yeah, because they
For
get
a
to see
customer.
you and talk to you. They get to interact with you.
Oh yeah. But then there's like weird shit. Like I don't know. I get weirded out when people are like, "Oh my god, DMJ, can I get a picture with you?" Like that shit freaks me the fuck out. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it's cool. It is cool, but it's weird.
I'm not
It
gonna.
really is weird.
Yeah,
This this last expo, a lot of people, I had people like, "Oh my god, I seen you on Billy's podcast." I was like, "Yeah, that was me." Like,
yeah.
"Oh, it
No,
was great." I was like, "Cool, thanks."
I get that. And the thing is, people don't realize with me, I'm very shy. I don't like being the center of attention at all. And like I've had a couple of times, people are like, "Oh my god, I watch you on your YouTube all the time," and it's
It's
like,
great.
I don't like that. I'm just not used to it. Like I get
Well, I had to
all like,
drag you. If I'm correct, I had to talk you into being on mine because you were like, "Oh, I don't know about the podcast and all that."
well, the live. I'm still nervous with the lives. Like I'm not gonna lie. It's like I never know what to say. I get I can get sidetracked pretty easy.
Yeah, well, it's cool. I mean,
No,
I
it's
think
not. It is not a lie. I really am.
I
Justin
think
doesn't
I
believe
think
me
a
because
big part,
he actually
you know,
helped me with the expo.
yeah, he was in the golfing room with you, the putting room.
Yep.
I don't know why. It just reminded me of a mini golf course. You know what it reminded me of? If anybody's from Westchester, there's a sports place, arcade called Sports Time USA. And where the batting cages are and the mini golf was all green, fake, you know, carpet everywhere, the AstroTurf or whatever you want to call it. And that room was just like all fucking green carpet.
Yep. Pretty much right there. Yeah, we were trying to figure out what that room was used for. And then Justin and I looked up and there was a soccer ball stuck up into the ceiling.
Yeah, they probably
So
rented out for sports.
yeah, we're pretty sure it's for soccer, indoor
I mean, I
soccer.
gotta say, it was in a cool. So like that room isn't that bad for that location, just because it's right by the entrance. It's so wide, you see it right there when you're walking down the aisles.
Only
Um,
thing is like I can say it was I had either we just got here, so we'll be back. And obviously no one
yeah,
does.
but that's
Only
the
for
tall
someone
tale.
did. I did have somebody came back. I sent them over to you to get those boas.
Yeah, that girl.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
yeah,
came right back, dude. She was all excited, showing me them and all that. She's like,
yeah. She
I
was
don't know.
awesome.
She's like, he says that they're wicked mean and all that, but I haven't seen that yet. And I'm sitting there holding it. I'm like rubbing under its chin and everything. I'm like, I don't know. They must have just
Yeah,
like Chino Blood.
that was a sassy litter, man. I mean, I would say every single one of them were just nasty until they had like their 10th, 12th meal. I actually had one that I just gave to a customer the other day because he purchased 11 snakes and 3 geckos from me. So
Oh,
I was like, "Do you want a mean boa?" I'm like, "It's female and it's an asshole." And he was like, "Oh, I'll take it." And
yeah.
you should have seen us is sexing it. It was like he's holding it but with the hook, and it's still trying to bite me
Jeez.
while I'm sexing it. But
Yeah, I got lucky. I only got one bowler, and she's wicked nice.
yeah, my others are nice. I think I got like right now out of my collection, I have my male blood python is nasty. He's nasty, which is gonna
I,
suck because he's gonna be so big. Um, And then I have a clown female that she has been absolutely crazy since the day she came out of the bag that she was shipped in. And she still is. She's 1,000 grams and she's still nasty. You as soon as you open the tub to feed her, she's hissing.
Yeah, no, I see. That's why I've never been a fan of blood. I want one, but I don't like the hissing and meanness.
Yeah, I mean the boas, once they get some meals in them, they get a little bit fatter and they're a little bit docile. It's just I think, when they're young, they're in South America, they're in these jungles and they got to move, there's I mean, forget it. All the animals that are trying to kill them, they got to have a little spice to them
Yeah, they
to
got
survive,
jaguars and everything there.
Yeah, they got to deal with cats and caiman and gators and
Everything.
humans. There's just so much shit trying to kill them. It's like,
I'm still amazed how like a ball python can survive up in Africa. So many predators.
yeah, but they're just in a hole.
I know, but they're really defenseless. Honestly, I mean, what can a ball python do to like anything that can eat it?
Well, most snakes are pretty
No, I
defenseless.
mean, an anaconda can at least defend itself. A Burmese can defend itself pretty good.
Yeah, but the anaconda is more of a predator. Burmese is semi-predator. The reticulators are predators. Well, but it's the snakes that are opportunity eaters that are more vulnerable, and they're also the ones you never see. I mean, how many Eastern hognoses have you seen?
Yeah, none. Well, I actually never. I've never held
seen
a
one.
hog. Well, I've seen one, but I've never held one.
Yeah, because they're fast little fuckers, and they're always on stone. So when you try to catch them, they run right under the stone.
Oh, shit.
But
Yeah.
Back to like the business thing with starting a collection. I mean, I would first off, I always say work with what you're passionate about. Um, when I got into it, I fell in love with Hypo. And Hypo still had somewhat of a value, but by like 2017, 2018, the prices on Hypo were dumped. I mean, I got 2 Hypo female proven breeders for $60. I was getting Hypos for $100 proven breeders. It totally was dumped. But now, Hypos are in demand. Everybody wants fucking Hypo.
Everybody. I'm just getting into it.
And there was so much shit talked about it and all that. And I was kind of like, well, I really don't care, like it's you work with what you love. Make animals that you are gonna admire. If you like it, the odds are you're gonna find someone else that likes it, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Only thing that I can say I had hard time selling are my normals.
Your what?
Normals. Just a plain normal. Yeah, classic.
Oh, normals. Yeah, but I mean, what are you selling them for?
20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Normals, they come in batches. I like
I've
to try
never
to find
sold them.
local. You got to find local pet stores. To be honest with you, you find local pet stores. You sell them for $15, and you say goodbye.
Yeah, I just wholesaled them for 10 and called it good.
Yeah, I put them on the table. So, like for example, at this last show, I had 3 TSK clutches, het TSK to het TSK. Hit the fucking odds. I should have only got 5 visuals. I got 10.
Oh,
right?
Heck yeah.
But then I had 66 possible het TSKs. So in some minds, people are going to say, "Oh, that's a het TSK. You can get more money." But in my mind, that's a fucking normal. It's going to be a normal until it's proven out to be a TSK, right? So I was selling males for $30 and females for $60.
Yeah.
I ended up selling 5 of them, 2 males, 3 females.
That's one thing I can't do. I don't like gambling on the 66s and 50% just because I have horrible luck. when it comes to gambling.
Yeah, I feel like there's different opportunities where you like for me personally, with the 66s, I'll go 66 on a double. You know, I'll buy a, for example, a TSK 66 possible head pie or a, Orange Ghost 66 possible head something.
Yeah, but if it
Um,
has a visual or something with it.
Visual or a guaranteed het from a
Yeah,
reputable breeder.
yeah, because then the
Um,
other one's just a bonus. But I mean, I couldn't like, like I have a pastel. I think it's 50% puzzle, pastel spot nose. But I didn't buy it for the the puzzle. I just bought it because of the pastel spot nose.
yeah.
You
And
know,
that's one of those snakes. If you work with puzzle in your future
that's
and
what.
you have
Yeah,
that visual, then you breed the visual to it. If it's a female, if it's a male, 50%.
yeah, no, female.
I mean, people do well and people buy like these sunsets 50% or the monsoons 50%. And I see
Yeah,
it as, it's a Hail Mary,
yeah.
You're going for a big one, especially when you buy 266.
Well, I've
I see
had
people doing that.
only reason I mentioned that is just because I had someone came up and they are just starting breeding. They're buying their first 4 snakes, and they're interested in buying like a 66 and a 50%. And it's like, you know, I personally wouldn't, but some people might, jump on
That
that,
could also be educationally too, like knowledge. Um, I had I'm not gonna mention the person's name, but
Yeah, me.
they were they thought that 50% meant 50% of the offspring would have the
Oh,
gene.
yeah. I
Not
just
possible,
the
you know.
it's hard for some people to figure it out, but then once they figure it out, it's just like, bam, oh, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
You know,
Pipeline, I do not. So I hashed my first two hypo clowns. I hit two super pastel hypo clown females,
Ooh,
and
you held them back.
they're holdbacks. I mean, even if there were two males, I would have held them back. Um, just because you never know, you get, if you can handle that inventory, you'll get a male and the male will hit 800 grams and won't fucking go anywhere near the female. Where you can put a 400-gram male and he's fucking in there.
Well,
But
I had a
I do.
250-gram snake, uh, breed one snake last year. Pipeline's trick cat pied.
Nice.
Yeah,
My record's 325. Enchi Lemon Blast.
no shit.
Um,
I didn't think they could do it that young.
325 to a 3,000-gram female. It was hysterical.
Oh,
You'd see him coiled around her fucking tail. I'm like, he got it in. His things are twisted, but he's like just a little tiny ball near it.
wow, I am way behind on comments. I'm sorry, everybody.
Yeah, I'm reading them on the sides. Oh, what Hardy's in there? But oh, there you go. What's going on? Dave Hardy. You don't follow Dave Hardy. You need to fucking follow him. He's the man. And he protects our fucking freedom. Now my ADD kicked in. I got all
Yeah, I know.
patriotic.
I'm getting
Forgot.
sidetracked and trying to catch up on these comments. I'm way behind.
But when it comes to
I start listening to you, and then I'm a horrible host.
when it comes to building a collection, I like to think ahead. I like to think of what I want to hold back. It's always nice to be able to get a variety, you know. So if, for example, clown is something that you like, you know, and you're only thinking of maxing out at like a 20 snake collection, let's say. So if you think you're going to max out at a 20 snake collection, then you only really want a rack of 6. You're going to want your 1 male and your 5 females, maybe 8, because you got
See,
to come into. to holdbacks. You know, you got to figure you're going to have holdbacks.
Yeah, that is one thing I didn't plan, like the holdbacks. I held back 48 last year, and
Oh yeah,
you don't
that's good for
realize.
26 clutches.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing. It's like you don't realize it. It's like, oh, I can keep that one. Oh, I can keep that one. That one just upgraded. That one just upgraded. And then it's like, and then the following year come up, and it's like, holy crap! Like now I'm ready to hold back another 50 or 60. It's like now you just, you don't
Yeah,
realize it until you get in
then when
there.
you don't want to hold back a lot, the fucking odds gods are on your side, and it's like every clutch you want to hold back the whole entire thing.
Yep.
You know.
Oh, it's like that battle of the breeders, clutch there. That's I got 5 of the pastel fire spot nose leopard double het genetic striped clown. Impossible het
Nice.
hide, and it's like, I want to hold the whole clutch back.
Yeah. Hold it all back, and then you're thinking 3 years, right? 3,
Yep.
5 years.
Yeah.
5 years that you're going to be holding them, and unless you decide to sell them.
Yeah.
Hold on one second. A monster's in here to say goodnight.
What's
You want to say hi?
Hi.
Yeah,
What's up? Yeah, Emily's still up. Still, I can't believe it. How we doing?
Good.
She's crazy. You can't really see because of the lights, but she looks like a circus clown right now.
Oh, you got. Oh yeah.
All right, say bye, crazy.
Bye.
All right,
Bye.
Good night. See you in a while. All right, make this quick. You guys are interrupting a very important live stream. Good night, buddy. Love you.
Congratulations on the show.
Heard him?
Bye.
Love you. Jake, get out of here. Crazy kids.
I can say,
Outnumbered.
how is I noticed live stream StreamYard doesn't cancel you right off as soon as your kid hops on.
What do you mean?
I did it live with YouTube, and Emily, to YouTube. Emily got on it, and they instantly cut her right off.
Yeah, with the COPA laws and all that.
Yeah. But I noticed StreamYard. Oh, look at that. I'm learning. Hey,
I'm
now I don't have to
spoiled.
duck.
I made the investment for all the lighting I had for the snakes for pictures, and then I bought a cheap one. I bought a $60 Logitech camera that's perfect. $40 microphone.
Yeah,
and then
I need to get.
And then my speaker is literally a $20 Bluetooth speaker. But no headphones, no echo, no extra bullshit. And
yeah,
it works out nice.
I have my cell phone on a broken tripod.
I can't do the cell phone. And then I feel like I miss out on stuff if I have to check my phone.
Yeah, I will say I've had a lot of messages right now and I can't look at them,
Yeah.
But I can go an hour and something without using my phone. So even though I will say with the snake business, that is a big thing is social media. I've noticed I'm always on it.
Yeah, I mean, it's addictive, Plus you're on it to get your shit out. Then you're on it to see what people are doing.
That's the key.
I hate Facebook. I'm not a fan of Facebook.
Yeah, I agree.
I went to school with Mark Zuckerdick. I bullied him on Freshman Friday. I'll admit that shit. Threw his ass against the fucking lockers. But Facebook, what I like about Facebook with the snake things, if you're in these snake groups on Facebook, it widens the selection of stuff that you see, right? So people that you're not friends with, people that you don't follow and shit like that, all of a sudden you're like, oh, who's this guy? Who's this guy? Holy shit, look at this clutch and look at this clutch. And then you click on that person's name inside the Facebook group and it shows the last 10 clutches they posted and you're like, holy fuck, this guy's no joke. You know? three
Nope.
stranger clutches or three double recessive clutches, and you're like, holy shit. So then that's when you switch it over to Instagram and follow them,
Yeah. Yeah, I
Um,
would say there's definitely there's definitely different people on
yeah.
all the platforms.
Yeah, I mean, Facebook has too many reptile police, um, too many
Oh,
assholes, too many opportunities for people to be assholes and
see, I just
keyboard
post pictures of
bullies.
snakes. That's all I do. I don't. I try not to get into drama. I hate drama. I can't deal with it.
See, I'm
That's why I'm
opposite.
hoping Saturday the drama's gone and done.
Yeah, yeah. Instagram. I feel like for me. It's just networking.
Yep.
It's a way to connect to new people, connect to customers. Um, it's really nice for you know at the expo and you meet someone and you say, well, if you have any questions, just send me a message on Instagram. And it's the easiest way for me to get back and forth with customers as well as for customers to look and say, oh, holy shit, this guy's got 4,000 posts, and they can go back and look at everything. You know.
Negative on that one.
But back to the clown thing. If I were to do that project, and let's say I was going to hold 20 snakes, I would get maybe a VE6 and a VE2, eight spots,
Yeah.
and I would get it. I would start collecting my females, and I would go hets. And when the opportunity comes to get a legit snake from a nice breeder, and if the money's there, and I can get that visual clown female to make the odds of the clutches better, grab those. But if you can't, it's no big deal. And do your first year trying to collect at least 4 females, right? If not 5, because if you get 4, that doesn't mean that they're going to breed in 3 years. You get 5, the odds are 4 of them going to breed in 3 years.
Yep.
And in a 4-week rotation, put the male in for 24 hours, take them out, give them the week off. That already sets you up for a breeding season. 6 months, 24 locks, and that'll get you going with breeding. Your first year, you get your females. You wait a year because males, the price will always go down, and you get more genes for that price amount of money. So once you have your females, then the next year you buy your nice fucking male and you invest that extra money in that male. Now you're not buying 6 snakes, 4, 5 snakes. You're buying 1 snake, so you can buy that badass male to put to those.
Exactly.
Then
I
it's
agree with that. A
then
powerful,
let's say you get,
powerful man.
oh yeah, and you get 4 clutches, right? 4 clutches, average 6, 24 eggs, right? You still got 2 more slots left, right? So now you hold back 2, you sell the other ones. The money with those, you buy another rack, you start another project. Okay, what's the next project? Oh, I really want to get into pies. All right, awesome. Start buying your pies. Get your hets. Try to get your visual females. If you can't get it, it's fine. Get your hets. But when it's the following year, now the following year, you catch out 2 clutches, the money from the clutches. Okay, I'm gonna have $1,000 left. I'm gonna have $2,000 left. That $2,000 that you made off of that last clutch, turn it into your mail. Then you bring that in. Same thing revolves. Now the following year, now you're not buying 1 rack, you're buying 2 racks. Um, that's like the slow pace. That's the pace I went. Um, I think year 3, I didn't even have 50 snakes.
Oh,
Um,
really?
yeah,
Yeah, but you're doing it as a hobby though, Weren't you? Or no?
yeah. I mean,
Cool.
I was working 2 jobs and 90 hours a week. Um, and then having, my middle son has autism, and he was young, and it's the early intervention and the foundation of having a special needs child is like so chaotic at times that
What?
that's the main focus. I mean, the main focus is to eventually turn into a business that will be profitable and will benefit the family. But when it comes down to everything, a family's before the business, right?
Oh yeah, always. I hate to say it. Well, not really. I don't hate to say it, but
I know what you mean.
yeah.
And then Carissa was saying, "What's my favorite hypo combo?" I do not have a hypo combo. Hypo is like salt. Put that shit on everything. I have I have Hypo Desert Ghost, Hypo Clown, Hypo Pied, Hypo Genetic Stripe. I have Hypo by itself. I fucking
See,
love
that's where
Hypo.
I'm lacking. I only have it in. I have in 2 snakes, and that's it. Lemon Blast, Hypo, Desert Ghost, and then Ghost, Granite Ghost, Het Caramel Albino. That's it.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm lacking in the Ghost.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh
so
wait, no, I have a high intensity orange dream pastel double het clown ghost female. She's actually up for size this year, but
you send that
I
shit
don't
to
have
me.
a male. I don't have a male for.
I'll send you a mail.
What you got, clown ghost?
No, but I got an orange ghost het clown male. And then I
Oh
just
yeah.
hatched out a super pastel orange ghost het clown. I got a pastel orange ghost het clown. And then I mean, we have two pastel clown het hypos.
Huh.
One possible het TSK males.
Yeah, because I'd
I
like
mean,
to
that's
get in. I love that clown ghost. I wanted to get into that project, but I only have that one ghost female, so it's so
it's not
hard.
only that's a fucking crazy female.
What?
Super orange dream double het clown hypo.
What,
Female?
me?
Yeah.
Oh no, she's a high intensity orange dream
Oh,
pastel double hat.
even better. Send her to me. We'll do a collab.
Yeah,
Bring
I
her to
don't
New
mind.
Hampshire. I'll put my pastel clown head hypo to her.
Yeah, she's gonna be a later on season one though. She's at
Yeah.
like 1,300 right now. That's the thing, as I realize, like this year, um, I did notice like this year I have to like focus on what I'm getting. Like I'm actually I'm putting my biggest investment in this year. I've never I've never spent this much money on snakes yet.
But it's money that's reinvested, right?
This is a hard one because it's a 3-year wait. I'm buying 2 babies. They're hets, so it's gonna be a ways to go. You know. Yeah, I see what you mean about using the phone. You can't. All of a sudden, I get a text message going across. Anybody have any business questions? I had a nice list going on, something like that you sent me a while that other one, but I lost it. So
I need
I
to
don't
get
know.
so this year I actually only hit four. What did I hit? No, I hit 5 hypos. No, 6 hypos.
Oh,
And
I actually
unfortunately, I'm keeping almost all of them. I didn't have the year I was expecting. I think this was, everyone has a rough year. I hit the odds this year, but I didn't hit the numbers. I only
it's
I only have
insane. This is
14
my first
clutches.
hypo. That's my first
Nice.
hypo I ever produced.
Yeah, look at it. I mean, it's nice. It's no comparison to Desert Ghost,
No,
but
well, this one's a shed. It's a red stripe lesser hypo. 50% het caramel albino.
nice. Yeah, you can't. The only flaw with hypo, and that's why I understand why a lot of people don't like it. It's because everyone does all their networking on online, and hypos don't do good in pictures.
It's hard to capture the just the ghostish look to them that they have.
You got it. I'll record in 4K and then I'll screenshot it because that seems to be the best way for me to get
I never
a
thought about doing that.
legit picture. Because 4K you'll still get it, but for some, the smartphones are too smart, so when they see it faded, they correct it. So that's like the big flaw. And Pat, yeah, I do love the bloods. Even though the female, that little bitch, she constricted and she didn't eat, and and Junior didn't check back after he fed them last night. So yesterday morning we had a beautiful aroma of you know, large rat
Gotta
that's been
love that
sitting on the
smell.
heat tape overnight.
All right, where should I start thinking about using the process payments for snakes? I just had my first 2 clutches. Oh,
Using process payments? Well, so payments are tough right now. So PayPal, in the rules, you're not allowed to sell anything alive, nothing live.
yeah, and Venmo,
So
I guess I just learned is PayPal
same
owns
thing.
Venmo.
Yeah, yeah, it's all monopolized. I personally I prefer Zelle. Um,
I don't know that one.
Zelle is my favorite, and Cash is the best personally.
Yeah, yeah.
PayPal is a little tricky right now because if you don't have a business account, and if somebody puts snake,
In the
that will
caption.
qualify you for getting your account frozen for 6 months.
Huh.
So then now it puts you in a situation where you're going to be like, your only choice will be saying is, "Oh, don't leave anything in the notes."
Yeah, but you don't want to be
And that,
breaking it, just sitting there waiting for it to happen one time.
yeah. I personally like Zelle. I
I'm
don't
gonna have to
mind
check that
Venmo.
out.
Square is tough. I thought Square was good until my partner in the expos. So if you have Square and you don't spend the extra money for the microchip reader, someone can buy something from you and then say they didn't buy it,
Yeah.
and they'll get their money back instantly. And then what's the
What?
worst part about it is they'll get their fucking money back, and then the money that they take from you for that transaction, Square keeps.
What?
Yep.
I did
So
not know that. That's what I use for the expos.
make sure you buy the chip, because
Well, I
if
got the chip reader, but that thing never works. I always gotta punch it in.
yeah, it has to be the chip reader. Zelle seems like the best. I haven't had any issues with Venmo. My advice is if you take any type of payments at all, do not leave it in your accounts. Just transfer it. Transfer it as soon as you check that they gave you the money. You hit transfer to your bank.
Yeah.
Get it in 1 to 3 days. Fuck them. Don't let them take their 15% or 1.5% or 3% or whatever they're charging nowadays. Um, and then go that route.
Oh, Yellow
Um,
Belly is worth putting into anything. Yellow Belly makes everything better. I
oh
don't.
yeah,
I honestly, I don't think I've ever seen Yellow Belly put into something and it not looking amazing.
yeah. Other than Yellow Belly, like
Yeah,
by
yeah.
itself.
Well, I mean, you get was it Ectothermic Dungeons has made some nice ivories. They had that leopard brings out pattern into it.
Well, not ivory. I'm just saying like single gene Yellow Belly.
Oh yeah. Well, dude, I have some nice single gene Yellow Bellies.
Yeah,
Like,
but then you get ones that are low expression and you can't even fucking tell.
oh, it's gonna bite me. But
Yeah, it's nice. That's a great Yellow Belly, but that's like
yeah.
a prime example of a good quality one.
Oh yeah. Like, let's see if you can. She
Yeah, you got.
has, I think, one little white spot. This is gonna tag me right there.
Yep, I see it
You can see that one little spot right
right
there.
there.
But
Yeah.
her whole belly, I mean, she is probably one of the best examples.
Oh, she's a great example.
Yeah. It's that whole yellow belly line I have. And I love it. What's up, Andrew? From Snakeworks.
Yeah, I mean, it all varies, Slater. It all varies on your collection. Do you have females to it? Me personally, I have a lot of males that I need to to sell, but they have like sentimental value, like that Enchi Lemon Blast, that bread at 325 grams.
Yeah.
I didn't even breed them this year, but I still have them, and I'm still feeding them, and I'm still, doing all this. But at some point, you got to upgrade, right?
I can asphalt over yellow belly. I don't have any asphalt. I am in dire need of
Asphalt.
certain
It's asphalt. You're not in Canada. It's asphalt. It's not
as-
ASH.
asphalt.
FAULT. It's S.
I work with a bunch of Fort Kent people, so I do have
Oh,
some
now you're just
words
making
just
excuses.
automatically
God
go.
damn it.
Huh?
I said, now you're just making excuses. God damn it.
Yeah, probably. um,
I mean, if you're going to go with anything in the yellow belly complex, asphalt is like the number one, right? You
I don't know.
breed
I
it to
don't have
itself.
any.
It makes super asphalts are beautiful. I
Yep.
think they're brighter, and I think that they're more detailed than a super gravel.
More desirable, I think.
Oh yeah, I mean a super asphalt. What a male's going for 1,200.
Yeah, I'm just
Females.
saying asphalt. Period. I think I know. Like I'd be looking for asphalt over yellow belly. Right now because everything has yellow belly in it.
I'm in the process of getting a super gravel, so we'll see how that
That
goes.
I need an adult female, either asphalt, super asphalt, gravel, or super gravel, because I want to put my pastel phantom Lucifer yellow belly leopard trick to it. 'Cause I think those would make insane looking freeways or highways.
Us Mainers can't help it. My buddy wants to
Yeah.
move to Maine.
I like it. I mean, it ain't cheap to live.
Fucking cold up there. I thought no, it's not New York. I'm in New
Oh,
York, man.
hell no.
Expensive.
I'm looking at all our prices and everything goes up. I think that's everywhere though.
Oh yeah, everything's going up.
It's ridiculous. I mean, I was just looking at some of the meat and it's like freaking $20 a pound for some of the stuff. It's like, holy crap. You know?
Yeah, I mean, right now in New York, ribeye steaks and strip steaks, you can't find them under $14 a pound.
Oh no,
And
our ribeyes are $19.99 a pound right now.
really, well, maybe supply and demand. Is there a lot of farming up there? I've never been to Maine.
Never been to Maine?
Never.
What?
I never been on the asphalts of Maine.
You gotta love it.
I want to go to Maine. I have friends that go hunting in Maine.
Yeah, I filed I haven't been hunting in 6 years now since Emily's been born. And I just got my hunting license this year again, and I ended up getting three doe permits. I can shoot 4 deer this year. Just
Nice.
because where I'm at, there's not a lot of hunters, I guess. Or and I know Dale, you are from Maine too. We got actually quite a bit of Maine. We got a few Mainers in here. That don't happen.
Is that the term for you, Mainers?
Mainers.
You guys are
Mainers. There's no
Mainers?
R. There's no R in there. Mainers.
Mainers?
Mainers.
Manus.
Mainers. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you
That's why
guys don't pronounce R. You do
I
like
can't say that.
your R's are like a pirate. R.
Oh yeah, I got no R.
Mainer. No
I
R.
I never. I have the hardest time saying R's.
What about gargoyles?
Gargoyles.
What was that?
Gargoyles. I don't know. I can't.
That
I
was
guess
like
gargoyles. If you can, but it just
when I
doesn't
was in
sound right.
when I was in New Hampshire, this guy walks up to my table and goes, "Hey, how you doing? You got any gargoyles?" And I was like, "What was that?" He's like, "Gargoyles. You got gargoyles."
Hell yeah.
And he was hanging out at the table, and then I was trying to get him to say "Go Yankees," and he like ran away. It was pretty funny. Gargoyles.
Hell yeah. I hope you get one. I know you just called one in. Was it last night?
Wow, you guys got moose over there?
Oh hell yeah. Moose right in my backyard.
In your yard?
Yeah,
By the
yeah.
car?
Hell yeah. Hop in the car, go down to Bar Harbor. hit some deer on the way to Bahama and drink some beers.
I don't
Right?
understand about Maine is all the fucking lobsters come from Maine, but how come if you go to Maine, lobsters are like $12 a fucking pound?
No, $8.99, I think.
This is
$9.99.
like years ago. Like,
You know what? Honestly, I don't get what everybody's all about. You know, I gotta go to Maine, gotta have a lobster. Why? Wouldn't you rather have a
I
steak
fucking
or
love
a
lobster.
cheeseburger?
Lobster's my favorite, man.
Oh no! I see me. I'd rather have a big old flat iron or ribeye or anything. I like
Oh.
lobster, but I don't think it's
We
actually.
love our steaks, but let me tell you, when lobsters are like $5.99 a pound,
Oh yeah,
we'll buy like 8 of them.
yeah. I used to dude, just what 3 years ago. It was $3.99 a pound right off the pier. You know,
Oh,
you go right there. You go right down to Portland and get them right off the boat. It's awesome.
See, at the grocery store by me, Hannaford's, they do a deal. They used to do a deal where it'd be 5.9. It would be what was it? $5.99 a pound, and then you would get 2 ears of corn and 6 little neck clams, and they steam it all in a bag all together.
Ooh,
And me and my wife, we would go and we would get like 4 of them because me, her, and my oldest would eat, and then the little ones would just pick, you know.
I like that price.
Yeah, yeah. Why don't you send some of them to me?
Yeah.
I'll take some lobsters.
Yeah, I'll send the dry ice.
I'm dying for lobster. We haven't had lobster in a while ever since. I haven't had lobster during COVID.
I had lobster not too long ago. Emily wanted to try it, even though she was playing with them. The lobster, she put them on the floor, and she was just like they were like
Oh, yeah.
toys.
Yeah, we did that. We let the lobsters run free. We're like, I'll let you run around for a little bit before I euthanize you with a
Actually,
with
we
a
had
knife.
one of the customers that come into my friend's store. He does lobstering, and he caught a blue lobster. First time. He's been doing it for 23 years. First time ever catching one.
Nice.
Yeah, he showed me the pictures of it. He was all excited.
Amazing feeders for you. What's up? What's going on?
What we doing? Yeah, see, I get sidetracked. It's so easy. So
Yeah, me
easy.
too. It's a
Yeah.
problem with 2 fucking hyper people and
Yeah.
on one live stream.
Oh, it's like I would love to do a video with Billy. You know, it'd be one hyperactive.
Great, man. Billy's a great guy. He
Yeah,
really is.
he popped on my live the other day, and it was pretty cool. When I was showing that trick clutch that I
Yeah.
popped out, that one is super insane busy, and then that chocolate entry trick, which I'm looking at them more, and I almost agree with Billy. I think they do. I think my entry is yellow belly because I looked up some entry yellow bellies, and yeah, she looks a lot like it.
Yeah, I mean, if Billy says it or Austin, I mean, Austin, he amazes me because he's a young guy, and
Yeah.
I mean, this guy, I watch his
What's
video.
up, Emily?
He calls out these animals out of the egg, and then when they come out of the egg, he's fucking right all the time. It's crazy.
Oh yeah. You say hi to everyone.
What's quahog? Hey,
You say
what's
hi,
up, princess?
Yeah. I know. She said she wanted to start her own YouTube channel. What?
Oh, they all do.
Huh? Oh, you're not having those. No, you are not cooking anything like that. All you do is care about food. All right, go.
So what the hell is a quahog?
A what?
Quahogs.
Koha. I have no idea what that is.
Me either. I thought it was a mains thing.
No, I don't know. I have no idea. But I know I want a rotisserie hog, though. My buddy and I just built a spit. Yeah. I want to roast a pig. I think it's pretty fun.
Drag for quahogs as well.
God, yeah. Isn't that like a little crayfish type thing, or crab or type thing? I know Dale. He does. Dude, that guy's got. He's on a boat with a bunch of salmon, big old nets full of salmon. How we doing? Yeah, I wish I had my list. I start talking about stuff that's not even business. This is supposed to be a business one.
Now we're talking about other businesses and
Yeah.
things we like to eat.
I know. But yeah, no. Let's see. What else was there?
Quahogs are a clam.
Oh yeah, clam. Now, do you prefer buying babies versus adults? Do you think someone
I've
that's
never had luck
starting up?
I haven't had too much luck with adults.
Yep.
But when I bought adults, there was me buying an adult from a random breeder on Morph Market. My theory about adults is, yeah, you can get a really good breeder from someone. I'm not saying that you can't, but I know that I have, 9 pastels that are single gene pastels that I won't sell because they drop 10 egg clutches every year. I've bought. I can name. Well, I mean, it was a spider, 2 ghosts, a bumblebee, a Enchi bumblebee, a Pistavi. These are all females I bought as proven breeders, and they did shit for me.
Yeah.
Either they absorb their eggs or they slug out.
Or not good
I just
eaters.
don't. When it comes to selling something, unless you need rack space, why are you going to sell a snake for $200 that I can breed a 4-gene male to and make $1,000 off the clutch?
Yep.
So I stay away from adults. I have enough adults. I produce enough animals to, but that comes with time, and those are just things that happen when you're young in the game. But I mean, next year I'll have 80 females that'll be ready to breed. I only plan on pairing 60. I don't need to pair 80. I can't handle 80. I don't want to overdo myself. I breed all my own rodents. I don't want to have to skip meals, and I don't fuck that. I want to make sure that all my snakes are eating. My first 3 meals are every 4 days. Then it goes to 5 days. Once they hit 10 days, then they're eating once a week.
I do the first 5 meals are every 5 days, every 4 to 5 days, and then after that, it goes every week. I usually do mine.
Yeah, I mean, pipeline that comes with the territory, but that's where like you put your time in, you take your pictures, you document, you put it on Instagram. It's as easy as going, okay, I'm going to sell this female, and then you can go back on your Instagram and tag them sitting on eggs last year, and tag them sitting on eggs the year before, and tag them like. That's where I would feel a lot more confidence in buying a female. VIP Morphs, Vinny Meyer. He's been selling females. He has a set number of his inventory. So his inventory is this number. If he holds back 10 snakes, 10 snakes are going to get sold, right? So he's not going to be selling snakes that haven't been bred. He's going to be selling snakes that he's upgraded. He's produced something nicer to replace that snake, because he doesn't want to have 40 clutches in a year. He wants to have 15 clutches in a year. Those are the people that you buy your breeders from. When it's someone that has been breeding for 1 year, they went out, they bought 30 proven breeder females. Those ones they're selling are going to be the slug outs. They're not going to keep the ones that are perfect. They're not going to keep the ones that after they had a clutch, they're back on. It's the snakes that have all the slugs, don't go back on food, aren't eating. All of a sudden, it's 2 months and your fucking female's not eating and it's already, February. And you're like, how the fuck am I going to get a clutch from this snake? That's the female that you say, oh yeah, it's on a rest year. I'm going to sell it. Right?
Yeah. I know I've noticed that like with Craigslist. I can say about 3/4 of the adult females I bought off Craigslist are just junk. They haven't, but the ones I will say, like I bought a bunch of them off like Matt Lee from ML Exotics. Awesome.
Yeah.
They've produced awesome clutches, but he was just upgrading. Like
Exactly.
what you were just saying. They're not that they're bad. The Lemon Blast Het Ghost, I still haven't figured out why he let her go, though. I'm not a big fan of Pastel and Pinstripe, but she lays 11 eggs, It's like,
Just want to go a different direction,
yeah.
I mean,
It's
it's with business, right? You always worry about bottom dollar, right? So you want to worry about rent, power, um, you know, utilities. Every snake you keep, that's another heat pad. It's another meal. That's 52 meals a year. That's all the bedding. That's all the cleaning. That's all the labor. Those are all the aspects. If it's something that doesn't fit your program, then yeah, you sell it. But I would say 10% of the female breeders that are out in the market, maybe 25% are actually because of upgrades. I think most of them are going to be those asshole snakes.
Yeah. Well, see, that's where it gets hard. Like I'm looking for a female asphalt or gravel, and to find one, it's like more likely you're probably going to find one that's a picky eater, or not a good eater. Because why are you selling that?
Oh, I mean,
That's
think about it. It's asphalt, right? So it's asphalt. It's going to make freeways.
Yeah.
A freeway goes for a plain freeway, not high crazy wow factor freeway. Just something that's
500 to 800.
600 $600 for a male, 800 for a female. So why would you sell that snake when you just put a yellow belly to it?
Yeah, I know. I know, but that's also like me. I wanted, like, I have my Cypress girl. I wanted that pastel Phantom Lucifer yellow belly leopard trick there, Zeus for shorter. I wanted to see what Cypress looked like him, so I had to go out and buy an adult female Cypress, and yeah, it's not the best either.
I actually I just sealed the deal on 2 cypresses.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Adults?
No, I don't really buy adults.
Yeah.
I get hatchlings. I feel like even if it's a shitty eater as a hatchling, you still have time to recover it and get it to eat good. I got myself 2 males. I got a Cypress het albino, and I got a Cypress pastel possible gold blush.
I've been hearing a lot about this gold blush. I haven't really seen much on it.
Because the OG, Brian Gundy, that's his.
Yeah, I know. I haven't seen it yet. I don't even know what it looks like.
It's tough. It's another tough gene that I'll be ripping my fucking eyes out trying to figure out what it is. And possibly selling it as a possible gold blush like I'm buying right now. The reason why I'm getting it from Hardy's Pythons. The reason why he thinks it's gold blush is because he produced multiple from that clutch. He produced multiple pastel cypresses, and this one is like super bright, extra blushing, extra colors, and all this stuff. So he can't put the nail on it and say, okay, this is gold blush, but he can do it, and say it's possible.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm actually making Pumas. That's the Battle of the Breeders Volume 3. Is the spark web to the yellow belly web. So I'm hoping to make my Pumas, but super webs. Yeah, you're on the next Battle of the Breeders.
Oh yeah,
Volume 2. Dude, that one I'm super excited about. And the only main reason is because the female is an Enchi possible red stripe double het sunset, ghost, 66% het clown. And her brother wouldn't do nothing. It drove me nuts. He just go in the back of the corner of the tub and that's it. And so I put her with the Fire Batman. So hoping
Nice.
to prove out. She's got the white tip on the tail, the messed up little Quaker thing, the little stripe at the end. So she's got a lot of the signs of het clown or whatever people say.
Yeah.
It's bright as she is, the most cleanest, brightest entry that you can see. So I'm hoping she's gonna pan out.
Yeah,
But
and I'm a firm believer that Het Clown and Het Hypo are really they add more blushing, they add more brightness, they intensify the lines. So I mean, you'll see a snake and say to yourself, "Holy shit!" Is there something extra in it? And it's just a het that has that influence.
you know what I
Nice.
mean?
Oh yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
They make cleaner
so
snakes.
huh?
They make them cleaner snakes.
Oh yeah. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, it could be a low expression red stripe entry,
You're
but
asking the wrong person. Red
she's
stripes. Red
about to
stripes look like fucking normals to me. Sorry.
what red stripe? Oh, I agree. Well, I'll kind of. I mean, her brother doesn't look just like a no. Her brother's a little darker and stuff. And I know the pattern's different a little bit, but yeah, I agree. They're not spectacular.
I'm not good with it. Someone asked me to be there for a clutch cutting. You think this is red stripe? I'm like, let me look at mom, and I'm like, you're asking the wrong fucking person.
Yeah, I can say some of them are hard to identify in them. I had to, I'm still wondering if there's yellow belly in my Fire Batman, just because I've had, like, this is,
How dare you, Chino? It's one of those genes I won't work with because I just
like this one, this baby.
Oh, that's nice. That looks yellow
I
belly.
mean, this was the Fire Batman to a normal het clown.
Screaming yellow belly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, to me, I've never produced a single gene yellow belly, so I don't know. But I see.
Yeah, I mean, I think I would say that's yellow belly, and
And,
then you add the heck clown to it,
and then it's
and
got
it's gonna
like these
add.
nice little pie tracks at the end. So hopefully it will prove out to be het pie too. But yeah. I think about it as well.
Yeah, Pipeline said send it to him. He'll prove it out in a couple of years. He said send it to him, and he'll tell you in a couple of years.
Who, Justin?
Yeah.
No, I got it from him. The Fire Batman.
Yeah, I finally have a leopard for my clown project. I got a
Oh, gotcha.
firefly leopard heck clown.
Firefly leopard het clown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hopefully I hit my male hypo clown, and then I can breed it to that.
Nice.
That's the
Yeah.
plan. Or, I got all those pastel clown head. The problem is it would be head hypo, and I don't want to go. I'd rather go visual to het with a clown. But I got one more clutch that I'm expecting. Clown head orange ghost to orange ghost head clown. So maybe
heck
I'll get my male.
Nice. Yeah. Well, if you produce 2 male, I'll take one.
It'd have to be 3.
Oh, all right.
I'll hold back 2 just in case someone doesn't figure it out, which is 100% possible.
Yep,
Just
I
say happen.
realized that real quick. Males, people are like, oh, you don't want that many males. And it's like, it's nice that I had to go pick up 2 more males this year just because I didn't have enough.
So every year I've always had like 1 male for every 10 females. And
Whoa. Oh,
yeah.
I
And
wouldn't want
then
that many
now
of that combo.
now I'm sitting at like 50 males. You know, I don't
I'm
care
having
if I
a
breed
mail
it.
sale. I gotta have to. I've been holding somebody's snakes for 18 months now, and I haven't I haven't charged them or anything. I haven't they don't do anything. And he called me up, and he finally can have his snakes back, and he just wanted a couple of them, and he said I could have the rest of them. And it's like great. Now I got a whole bunch of males I got to get rid of. So
Yeah, but the beauty of it is the market is so great right now.
yeah, but I will say some of them are visual male ghost. I will say that he was big into the ghost. So
Beautiful.
yeah,
Ultramel. I don't have.
yeah.
Do you have Ultramel? I don't have any Ultramel.
I don't either. I'm not gonna lie, I do want it. You know,
I think they're cool. I
I
just
I, I want an ultra pie though.
yeah.
I, I
Yeah, I mean,
want
I'm right there with you. I'm trying to go double recessive on everything.
yeah.
So
I like my biggest project is my genetic strike clown project. I went out like when I first bought when I first got into it last year. I went out and bought 3 genetic striped adult females just because I wanted the genetic striped clown, and you
yeah,
can't. I couldn't afford it. First year in, you can't go up and buy that pets and all that. And
no,
but once again, I bought 3 adults, and only one's actually breeding. So the other ones
unfortunately.
and the other
Well,
ones haven't done anything really.
well, hopefully,
So
when you hit genetic stripe clown, I can afford a female
yeah.
because I would love to mix that into my clown orange ghost.
Well, I'll be right back. Just because they finally get up. Those 2 girls finally quit. I've never. They're the longest I've ever had. But this is my favorite
Man,
project and
what?
my favorite snakes.
Oh shit,
I think
that's
this has got
crazy.
yellow belly in it too.
And what is
Just,
that?
just because this is one that I don't think has yellow belly in it.
Yeah, yellow belly made it busier.
Yeah, but these are pastel fire. Like there's another one. Uh
Leopard.
Pastel fire, leopard, spot nose, yellow belly, double het, genetic strike clown, and possible het pied.
Shit, those are nice just by the way they sit.
Yeah, dude, you know, I was super. That was that battle of the breeders. There, I was like jumping up and down on that clutch. Just like I
Oh
think this one's got
god.
yellow belly in it.
I think I'm gonna have I think I'm gonna have a Tegu clutch within the next few days.
Oh, really?
So before the live stream, I put hay in there for her to
Yeah.
nest, and I made a pile right in the front, and sure looks like she made a nest.
Oh, heck yeah.
She beat up this
Hmm.
whole thing. She's right there in the center of the nest. See her tail?
Yeah, I can see it right there. That's cool.
Oh
You
yeah,
must be getting excited on that.
I am. I always wanted Tegu, and I wasn't gonna do it till I got the facility. And the way it was kind of thrown on my lap, I had to make it happen. And then I talked to a couple breeders, and they're like, "Oh, try to get them to breed before they go to sleep for winter." So that's what I did, and I didn't think he got it in. Like they lock their tails, but dude, these things got like 8-inch dicks, so it's not easy for the male to get it in. You know, like half the times they were locked up, you could see the tail go over around the back leg and up on its back. It looks like a pink fucking marker.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's
I
crazy.
know. I know. Now you keep those together, right? A male and a female.
Nope, separate.
Oh, you do keep them separate.
Yeah, because I don't have the giant setup. She's also really aggressive. So
Gotcha.
when I first paired him up, she grabbed him by the soft part, the lower part of his belly, and did a barrel roll, did a death roll,
Oh,
and I had to treat a cut for a week straight every day, putting iodine on it and cleaning it. Um, you know, if they're not happy, if she's not happy, she'll kill him, and then the same way, if he's not happy, he'll kill her. So why
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 even
risk it?
bother? Yeah.
Yeah, I keep the male. I got the 2 3 by 5 foot um enclosures, and I keep them separate, you know. And then now I supervise. So like when I'm going to breed them, I have the snake hook ready. So if I think she's gonna turn and bite him, then I just hook the neck so he can't turn, so she can't turn. Um, they're morphs. They're blue ice 100% het albino. So hopefully we
Yeah.
hit some blue ice albinos.
Yeah. I want that ruby albino there.
Yeah, those are like the reddish ones, right?
Yeah. The orangish and yellow and oh, dude. I
So
almost when I bought Cookie here, that lady almost had me talked into spending some serious money off her. I almost bought that male for 12,000, and I'm just
oh
like, all right,
shit.
cool. Dude, I wanted it so bad though. It was, it's one of those things, But it would have been complete impulse buy, and I didn't
And
know
those
if
are
I
the
was
worst
gonna,
ones.
huh?
Those are the worst ones, impulse buys.
They are, and dude, I can say that is the hardest thing with this whole hobby here is you just constantly you're like, oh, I see that, and it's like, oh, I want to make that, and you just instantly just buy it, and it's like,
Yeah.
oh, damn, why did I buy that?
Yeah, it comes with time. I think I stopped doing impulse buys like on year 4.
Yeah,
Took me 4
no,
years to figure it out, you know?
I got lucky. I figured it out after last year. This year, I've been very picky. Uh, like at first, I'm not gonna lie, I just bought everything, anything. If I could find anything that was a good deal, I bought it. Now I'm realizing it's like I got a bunch of males that I'm never going to use. Like last year, I used them just because they were different,
Yeah.
and
You
I
want
had them.
variety.
Yeah, I see. That was the thing. Is like last year, my Butterfire Orange Dream genetic stripe. He was a good breeder, and he went to 6 females, and all 6 of them late. So I had a whole bunch of butter and fire stuff, and like this year, and bananas. I had a turd load of bananas last year.
Bananas are great, especially that you do expos,
Yep, they sell.
because that's the number one, introduction snake, you know.
Yep.
I think 90% of the bananas I sell, it's always a first snake or a pet only.
Yeah.
It catches people's eyes
Yep.
and they're priced well, so it's when you look at the snakes from like not looking at genetics, just looking visually for $150,
Yeah.
one of the nicest snakes you're gonna get is a single gene banana.
Oh yeah. No, I agree with you 100% there. And I think that's why, like, I sold. Oh, I bet you almost 30 something bananas last year. I had one clutch that had 8 bananas, 8 eggs,
Nice.
all 8 bananas.
Oh wow, fucking odds.
Yeah, I know. And I had another clutch that had 4 that was just all bananas. Just like this year, I got bananas, all 4.
My
You know,
first pairing was a banana yellow belly to a pastel, and I hit 7 eggs. I hit 3 normals and 4 yellow belly pastels. I didn't hit one fucking banana on my first clutch.
wow.
Man,
Yeah, that's odd. I've only had that. I had one clutch last year that no bananas, and that was You don't see that often.
No, I mean, but it shows with the odds gods. I mean, the calculator is bullshit.
Well, it's my
It's like
fire.
lottery.
I bred my fire Batman, and that's a fire. Actually, I'm pretty sure it's yellow belly. So you got the fire leopard spot nose. I bred that with a bumblebee. I didn't produce any leopard, and I didn't produce any spider or yellow belly.
It's kind of awesome you to hit spider because every spider clutch I fucking do, it's like
I do.
75% of them are spider.
Last year she had 5 eggs, 4 spiders, 1 non. This year, 4 eggs, no spider.
I wish.
Yeah.
Seems
Well,
like
no, not me. Like, last year she produced 4 clowns. This year she produced 2. So, but that was another good breeder. She's big eggs, so she always like the eggs are probably like almost 130, 140 grams each egg.
nice.
Yeah, but she only produces 5 of them, but they're big babies. They're almost 100-gram babies. I think last year the biggest baby she produced was 110 grams on one baby.
That's crazy. I don't weigh them, so I don't know.
I did last year. I did well. I first did. I wrote down every meal they did. When they shed, all this, and then I'm sitting there. I'm like, there's just so much paperwork that I got a notebook filled with paperwork, and it's like, for what? I don't need to really. I don't need to know, how heavy they are after that meal. I don't care how much they absorbed of that rat or pooped out that rat. When they're empty, I'll give them another one.
I monitor their first 10 meals, and then after that, I just monitor. I'll put a date on when they miss a meal.
Oh yeah,
Because I make sure that all my snakes have 5 meals in a row before I sell them.
yeah,
If
same
it
here.
misses a meal, then I take the hit. Don't bring it to the expo.
Yeah.
Because I just don't want to have to deal with a customer not being able to feed the snake. People
It's
don't
not
listen.
worth it.
I got a customer right now. They bought a snake off me from the New Hampshire show 3 shows ago. And it was a snake I produced in 2018. Never
Yeah.
missed a fucking meal. They've only got this thing to eat 4 times.
Really?
But they have it in a giant tote.
Yeah.
They got it in sparkly fucking glitter filled blankets. I sent them a link of a heat pad with the adjustable dimmer switch on it. I sent them the link for the laser thermometer. I told them they got to monitor the temps every week. You got one snake. If you're not going to go thermostat and spend the extra, $50 for a thermostat, then you got a laser beam, monitor it, and make sure parameters are straight. And no,
Yeah, I had one person bought off me last year, and she was a slammer. I never even ate during shedding stuff, and they got her, and they said, "Oh, we haven't got her to eat. Is she all right? You sure she ate?" I'm like, "Yeah." She was born at like 58 grams, 60 grams, and now she's like over 200 when you bought her.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Well, what is she in?" And they showed me, and she was in a 50-gallon tank.
I was just going to say that 55.
Yeah.
I had that
55,
too with one
whatever. 50
customer.
Huh?
I had a customer do the same thing. I sold her a bunch of males that was in like a group buy that I bought, and she put all these male ball pythons that are sitting around like 1,000 grams each, and they all were each in a 55-gallon tank, screen tops with infrared heat bulb. No infrared heat bulb. I'm sorry, nothing, no fucking heat.
What?
And she's saying, "Oh, it's not eating. It's not eating." And I go, "Well, what's the cold side?" "Oh, cold side's it." So she went online. She saw that the cold side should be in the low 80s and the hot side should be around 90. So she's telling me this. Like, "Can you send me a picture of their setup?" So she sends me a picture of the setup. They're in 55-gallon tanks with no fucking heat on them.
Well, there you go.
I go, "What are you talking about? That one side is hot and one side is cold, and how are you
How's
keeping
that?
the temperatures consistent?" "Oh, they just stay consistent. That room's hot." I go, It's
Yeah.
physically impossible.
Yeah.
You have no heating elements. Oh, the room's hot. And you wonder
Dude,
why the snakes aren't eating.
Then you ain't going to be in there because if you're going to do ambient temperature, you're not sitting in that room.
Yeah, and see what happens with people that like are pet smart snake buyers and shit like that. They'll buy like a red tail boa, let's say, and then they'll put it in a fish tank, and then and the thing's fine. It's in a hot room, it's fine. It can handle lower temps. Corn snake, same thing. But when you start getting the ball pythons, they need that consistency. They need that that security of being in a smaller area. I mean, even if you want to go wider, it still shouldn't be tall. And that's what I told her. I'm like, if you want in a big tub, put it in a 60 quart Sterilite under bed tub, but you can't put it in one of these 90 quart, 4 foot by fucking 2 foot tubs. And then the snake's not eating. And then
you wonder why.
She sent me pictures again this time, and it was back on like fabric.
That I can tell you that I've got 2 snakes I've rescued. Like this is one. Look how bad that scale rod is.
Oh shit.
Dude, like when I got her during the winter, I didn't realize it, but she was kept on carpet, and it's like
unbelievable.
It's like I got her, dude, and I didn't know what it was, at first.
It's not even carpet. They were kept on soaking wet carpet to get
that's what it was. She's like, I'm like, it's like I called the lady up and I'm like, what was she on? She's like, oh, carpet. It's the green stuff. And it's like, I'm like, dude, yeah, something, because she had so bad, dude. That took me almost 3 months. Every morning I had to give her a Benadine bath on that. It was just, but she's better. Well, she's got a lot of scarring.
Yeah. Yeah, you give her a year or two, it'll be gone. But I mean, it takes years to get.
No, this is 2 years now. This has been.
Holy shit!
Yeah,
See you later, Pipeline.
Like, have a good one, Justin. Thank you for coming. Yeah, no, that's 2 years later. You should have seen. It was the worst ever. Like I've never seen it. I felt so bad for her.
Yeah.
But. All right, I guess we'll wrap it up for half the 4 hours.
Yeah, right? Man, I'm not built for this no more. Ever since I started exercising and getting up early.
Oh, I'm up at 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. I go to bed around 11, so
I can't do that.
Yeah, I know. I got used to it. I've been doing it for many years now. So
I used to do that. I can't do it no more, man.
Yeah,
I'll if I do that, I'm gonna take a 4-hour nap at some point in the day, and then it takes me like the whole day to recover from the nap.
Oh yeah, see, my problem is I just got so much energy. I can't I couldn't even think about going to sleep right now.
I got prescription meds. As soon as I go downstairs, I'm gonna take 200 milligrams of trazodone, and within an hour, I'll be fucking counting sheep.
Yeah, see, I can't take anything. I won't even take aspirin. If I had a headache, I just fight through it. I don't trust anything in a pill or anything like that.
I am medically engineered. If it wasn't for drugs, I'd be dead.
Yeah, I know. I know I will be screwed when I get older because I have a hard time. I don't like them at all. It's hard.
Certain things I don't like to take, but when they told me they put me on these fucking sleeping meds, man.
Yeah. I would love to take that little thing where you put all the wires all over you, and
I did that.
Yeah. I would love to go.
I got restless leg syndrome and mild sleep apnea, so my legs twitch, so it wakes me up. So that's why I have to be in a medicated induced sleep because I never get deep sleep. So
Yeah,
my sleep isn't efficient.
I don't know what I get. I get 3 hours of sleep, so
Yeah, you're not getting deep sleep either. You're getting like 1 hour of it.
yeah. Oh yeah, I go to I get 3 hours that I probably like you said getting about an hour and a half. That's good enough. Hammer down for some more.
Do it while you
But
can.
yeah, I will say doing this login here, I will say that's a little more physical. Cutting meat and stuff, it doesn't wear my energy down.
Yeah.
Lugging all the brush definitely, and it's climbed, climbed up and down that damn friggin' excavator. That thing's huge. Like,
I'm sure.
yeah, I
Pretty
can't wait
cool
to
though,
come there.
because you're just like ripping through shit.
Oh, dude, I got a video coming because all I can say is when it's taking a foot pine tree and you snap right in half like it's a toothpick. It's like,
That's cool.
yeah,
I
can't wait.
like big machinery. I make me want to go to Maine just to take a ride in one. Fucking
Oh yeah,
rip shit up.
yeah. I'm getting the skid steer with the brush hogger tomorrow, so I'm gonna go see how that's gonna be. Yeah, just picked up a junk friggin' dump truck though. Holy crud, thing's rough, rough shape inside. Just a yard pit truck. So, but yeah, all right, everyone. I definitely appreciate you coming on. Thank you, Chino. I definitely appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely, man. I'm
Sorry that I
glad
get
I was able to make it
sidetracked.
on.
Huh?
I'm happy I was able to get my health up and get it back on.
Oh yeah, I'm glad you're feeling better. I couldn't imagine going 3 weeks without it.
I had a fever. I had 101 fever for 11 days straight.
Holy crud.
Man.
Yeah, that makes for a shitty time.
And it wasn't
That's for
COVID.
sure.
Fucking sinus infection turned into double ear infection. That turned into respiratory infection.
Oh.
And just didn't go away.
Yeah, I can say the upper respiratory is rough. I know Emily had like bronchitis and pneumonia and stuff, and it was like that shit's rough.
Oh yeah, fucking on the nebulizer,
Yep.
fucking mask on.
Yep.
That's me.
Yeah, she used to have to do that every night for it was like almost 3 weeks. She had to do it for.
Yeah, they grow out of it. My daughter Jenny was like that.
Yeah.
You know,
Emily was born with the reflux thing or
acid
something like.
reflux.
Yeah, she had to sleep sitting up for the first 6 months in one of those old bouncy chairs.
Oh shit.
Oh, dude, it was the worst. Dude, all of us. I'm a super light sleeper. And all of a sudden, I hear her moving in her bassinet, and she's sitting there going, and she is like blue as can be and choking on her. Jumped right up, flipped her right over, and it was just like, ooh, heart taking. I told the nurse that, and she's like, "Well, did you play it out and see, where it would go?" I'm like, "Hell no!" Friggin' flipped her over and friggin'. I gotta play it out and see what happens. Yeah.
Yeah, Morphic. It ended up being an infection that got into my lungs. That's why I had a fever for so long.
That
So
sucks.
as soon as they put me on antibiotics, within 24 hours, my fever was gone.
Oh no
But
shit.
they didn't put me on antibiotics till day 15.
Why?
I just got put on antibiotics on Friday
Why didn't they put you on it before?
because everything's fucking digital now. So you call and they say they'll call you back. So I had to send a message on the app because there's a fucking app. And then I sent the message on Labor Day, and they got back to me on Friday.
Oh,
But as soon as I
by
started
that time you
antibiotics,
could have
fever was
died.
gone.
You know?
Trust me, if I was gonna, I was monitoring my blood oxygen levels. I was using the
Well, I know,
nebulizer
but I
3 times
mean,
a day.
that's not good. Some people could have passed away that time. 101, 102. That's rough.
It's fucked up. Oh yeah, when you're sweating and shivering, it's not cool because you know your body's fighting something fucked up.
Yeah, I can honestly say, knock on wood again. I like never get sick. I went 12 years without even having a stuffy nose. So,
Shit. I can't
but
go 12 weeks without a
dude,
stuffy fucking nose.
I drink a shitload of green tea though.
Yeah,
Emily,
but that's not
honestly,
even that's sugar water. That's not green tea.
it's green tea. It's got
No,
no
it isn't.
preservatives in it. It's got honey and ginseng, all that junk.
Yeah, junk. That's right. You
Oh,
said it.
yeah, but this is the least amount of sugar out of them all, though. But dude, I can tell you now that makes a big difference, though. Like Emily and I mean, she used to get sick all the time, and then she
Yeah.
started. She'll drink green tea, right? You know, the tea bag and everything. And dude, she hasn't been sick in 4 years now, I think.
Shit, that's great.
Yeah. So
Not me.
I'm a strong believer on it. We
Yeah,
literally we
man.
probably drink, I don't know, easily a 12-pack a day of them between her and I.
Holy shit.
Oh yeah, bad. Not
Hopping
even
around.
need to get a 12-pack. Dude, that's the best. Daddy, I'll go
Yo.
get the 12-pack at the store. Just run over and
Water,
people look
man.
at it.
That's
Huh?
how I fill this thing up 6 times a day.
What, water?
Lots of water.
Oh, I can't drink water. Can't. I hate it. I used to roof and I drank like 3 gallons of water a day. Now, since I don't do roofing anymore, I hate it. Hate it with a
Yeah.
passion.
You want flavor?
Yeah, there is. Well, it just I don't. Tastes like water. Water. I have one of the best waters, that I can get, right from my tap, and it still tastes like nasty water. Blah. But all right, once again, we're gonna wrap this up because it's already 2 hours and 11 minutes. So,
Yeah,
well,
man.
definitely appreciate you coming on. We're gonna have to have you come on like on a Saturday and show some animals.
Yeah, we can definitely work something out.
Yeah, because I'm doing 2 lives. Wednesday's the business talk, and then Saturday's just a snake talk.
You're a machine. I haven't even I need to start doing lives again, but I just
You got me into it. You got me. Since that one that I did with you. That was like, I'm loving them. There's no
they're
editing.
fun.
I don't have an hour and a half to 2 hours of editing. I suck at editing. I suck at everything that comes with a computer.
Yeah, that's why I have about 20 gigs of video to edit.
Yeah. Well, it's like that thumbnail. It's so frustrating because I wanted both those logos on there, but I put one logo on there. It's like, why can't I put another logo on there? I can't even pick another picture to put on there.
You got to save it and then open it up again and then add a logo the second time.
Yeah, I did that. I saved it and then I brought that picture on, but then that is the picture. I can't put another picture on.
You got to get a watermark app.
I know Brian told me one. I got to pay for it. I just got to break down and buy it. Just like StreamYard, I got to buy StreamYard. I got to pay for it.
Yeah, I need to use it because I'm paying for StreamYard, especially.
Yeah, I know it's the freebie one. I like all the options that it did. I was playing with it today and the other day because I wanted to do that intro thing on Brian.
Yeah, it's cool.
So
you got to buy it by the year. If you buy it by the year, you save $60 if you buy a year membership. And
like Brian says, always go by the year because that can actually save you money. $60 is $60 saved.
Hell yeah, $60, 3 bags of rat food. Yep, exactly. That's almost 1 week of dog food right there. 1 week of rat food. I mean, dog food. Yeah, man. All right, everyone. Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate it. It was fun. I hope
Definitely.
that some of the information I gave was viable for people.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, everyone, that I got distracted and Cheeto and I both started talking everywhere. But yeah, definitely have a good one. I'll see you in New Hampshire.
Nah, but Battlefield first.
Oh, Battlefield's first?
Yeah.
When's Battlefield?
Gettysburg.
No, I didn't win. I thought that was like the 16th.
I don't know. I know there's 3 shows within the next month. Battlefield, New Hampshire, and Oaks, PA. I got Oaks, PA next weekend.
I don't even know what that one is. It's hard for me to get into them. So.
Yeah.
All right. Well, have a good
Have a
one.
good night, everybody.
Thank you guys for stopping in. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And go check out Chino's DMJ Reptiles YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook.
Later,
Have a good one.
everybody.